So before this video begins, I do want to apologize in advance if I sound tired or if I sound quiet than usual throughout this video. I am currently recording late at night. It is currently 11 o'clock it's about to be 11:15 actually by the time of recording of this video, but it's like 45 minutes until midnight. So yeah, really late upload and a really late recording session for me today, but honestly, I still wanted to get this video out there anyway because I figured this would be a little bit of a interesting video to make. So, everyone's favorite princess in the Super Mario franchise, Daisy, has started to take a massive spike in a good way. She's in popularity. Her popularity and everyone loving Daisy has just spiked upwards in a good way. Like everyone is really loving Daisy a lot more than normal, I guess is the best way to say it. So, ever since Super Mario Bros. Wonder came out for the Nintendo Switch, everybody has been playing that game, and it actually has been received as one of the best Mario games out there in such a long time. And the fact that you get to play as Daisy in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, everybody has been, I don't want to say simping, but everyone has been just playing Daisy and everyone has just been praising the fact that she's in the game. And as a matter of fact, there's actually been a meme and a little bit of a joke going online about how everyone calls it Super Daisy Wonder instead of Super Mario Wonder because everyone just rather plays Daisy instead of Mario, which, I get it. Daisy is a fantastic character as well. I personally have a separate file just to play as Daisy, and I do have a separate file just to play as Mario because, well, I'm a weird person like that. I like Mario, I like Daisy, I like Luigi, and Toad. Those are like my top four favorite characters in the entire Mario franchise, but it just seems like Daisy's popularity is just really, really rising to the point where she's actually becoming more than just top notch. And as a matter of fact, I think she's going to start putting a bit of a rivalry towards Mario. And this is going to be quite the controversial question I want to ask. Ever since Super Mario Bros. Released, and since Daisy's popularity just spiked upwards, what does this mean for Mario, though? Is Daisy's popularity finally going to start putting Mario's popularity to shame? Is Daisy's popularity finally going to overshadow Mario? Now, of course, I do want to at least go over some things before I give my answer here. We got to remember, like, there are a bunch of other games out there that are also set in the Mario universe as well, and it just doesn't seem like Daisy has had her chance to shine. As a matter of fact, I've been hearing a lot of people have been saying, like, how Daisy has just been getting shunned in terms of, like, not getting a good chance to shine and like getting her own standalone game and all. We got games like Luigi's Mansion 3 and games like Yoshi's Island, games like WarioWare, and I believe we also got Princess Peach Showtime, which is actually supposed to be one of the newest, I don't want to say spin-offs, but it's one of the newer, I guess, Mario games, but it's Peach getting her own standalone game as well. And it just doesn't seem like Daisy has had her chance yet. Oh, and I also forgot to mention Toad also has his own little game as well. So, yeah, Toad has his own little game, Yoshi has his own game, Wario has his own game, Luigi has his own game, even Peach has her own standalone game. And it just doesn't seem like Daisy has have her own standalone game just yet. And if she was to get one, what would it even be in the first place? Now, of course, if Nintendo does make a game for Daisy, it's got to match her personality. I mean, that's just a fact. I mean, everyone knows that she's got quite the fiery personality and the competitive spirit. So, my guess would be it would be something, I guess, sports related, maybe. I could be wrong. And no, don't you dare say Mario Strikers, because she's always been competitive in sports games. She's been in Mario Tennis, Mario Strikers, Mario Baseball. But if Daisy were to get her own game, what would it even be in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would Nintendo be able to match Daisy's personality while giving her her own standalone game? Like, something like that is not really that easy of a task to settle. But then again, I could be wrong and I'm just probably overthinking it. And I'm pretty sure some of you lovely folks have some ideas out there. Feel free to throw them in the comment section if you want to, for like the funsies and all. I am pretty curious to know if Daisy was to get her own game, if she ever were to. I would be curious to think what kind of game would she be able to go into in terms of getting her own standalone game. And of course, you got to remember, she's going to be going up against Mario. I mean, he's pretty much Mr. Video Game himself. He's in like Smash Bros, Mario, Sonic at the Olympic Games, Mario Baseball, Mario Strikers, Mario Tennis, Super Mario Bros. He even has his most legendary title of all time, Super Mario Sunshine. One of the best Super Mario games in probably the game industry history. And that is not going to be an easy thing to pull off. And if Daisy were to get her own game, and it was somehow to top that, I would be very surprised. And I would actually just jump out of my chair being like, wait a minute, what? No, but on a real note, we're going to need a game that could rival Mario for Daisy. And again, I'm pretty sure if Daisy were to get like some kind of sports game that's like her own standalone, then maybe I could see a possibility here. Now, there's gonna probably be some Daisy fans in the comments trying to tell me, Nightwing, hold your horses there, bucko. Daisy is clearly far superior and far better than Mario in every way. No one likes that Mario guy. Everyone thinks Mario's a chump and Mario's just not that good anymore. Come on, buddy. Like, get with the program. Like, again, how is Daisy gonna be able to pull off her own standalone game if she's gonna compete against Mario and all the other popular games? I mean, again, Daisy's popularity is rising because of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And yes, everyone gets to play as Daisy in that game, but again, how is Daisy gonna compete against Mario if she's gonna be in all of his games? You know what I'm saying? Like, Daisy needs to get her own standalone game at this point. For God's sakes, like I said already, Princess Peach has her own standalone game. And to be fair, I do personally think it's about time that Daisy gets her own standalone game, because I think people are just starting to get tired of the fact that if you want to play Daisy, you have to play a Super Mario game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can play as Daisy in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but I mean, that just only goes so far, man. I think it's just about time that Daisy gets her own standalone game so you can actually get like a separate gaming experience that way. You know what I'm saying? So, to answer the question for this video, is Daisy's popularity finally going to overshadow Mario? Absolutely not. But I will say this, Daisy's popularity is finally starting to compete with Mario, and it is starting to give Mario's mustache a bit of a run, if you know what I mean. I mean, Mario is actually starting to have a bit of a competition now with Daisy in terms of popularity. But will Daisy eventually get her own standalone game? And will Nintendo ever give Daisy her standalone game and listen to the fans? Only time will tell. So we're just going to have to wait and see what Nintendo does with Daisy. If Nintendo ever gives Daisy her own standalone game or not. Like I said, only time will tell here, so we're just gonna have to play the waiting game. So, with that being said, thank you everyone for watching and for listening, and until next time, I'm talking about Mario's popularity starting to become a bit of a competition with Daisy's popularity, and I'll see you all later.